come, visit, and relax at the Villaggio Inn and Spa and the Vintage Inn in Yachtville, California. Call 800-351-1133. It's the PM Show, weekend edition, nationwide, coast to coast on CRN Digital Talk Radio. Yes, this is the football great, the defender of freedom, the defender of America, the one and only Fred Dreyer.
Thank you so very much. I'm your cultural curb feeler here, along with Michael Lahorn. We are firmly attached to the dented fender of life, feeling our way along at the lowest level of the street. And we know everything from, the altimeter says here.
What is it? What are we at today? Come on.
Well, we're up high because it's 73,089.
73,089.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miles feet above the earth. 73,000 feet above the earth.
Feet, okay, feet above earth.
Yeah.
250, 280 divided into it.
Yeah, there you go. That's right. That's the math.
Right.
That's a conservative.
I'll have it for you by the
The
end
only
of the
way
show.
you can figure this out, to reach us, you have to use conservative math, not liberal math. You use liberal math, you're going to wind up in a different
We're
galaxy.
a mile high if it's liberal math.
Now, Barry Obama here just recently put another little act of behavior into his presidency by reforming welfare again, by dropping the demand for welfare recipients to work for pay. This was a tremendously successful program put in the Bill Clinton administration, where they said, if you're going to be on welfare, you got to be able to work. Well, they cut welfare in half by doing this. This thing was a beautiful success. So
it worked.
So Barry now decides, well, we can't have that. So he turns right around and he changes it. You don't have to work at all. All you got to do is get up in the morning, fart, light a cigarette, and you qualify for a check.
That's it?
That's it. You go down to the store, you hitchhike, or you steal a car, find your way down to the office, and you get in there, and they ask you how many cars did you try to steal. He said 6. Okay, here's your check. Now, the interesting thing about the story is that the GOP actually said this. I can't believe he did it. The response is, still, after 3.5 years, they still don't know it's a cookbook. They still don't know what Barry's doing. They still don't know, haven't been able to separate the fact that what I say is completely different than what I do. I'm going to say we're going to get jobs, and build a middle class, and we're going to cut taxes. We're going to have the rich pay a little bit more. Here's how we're going to fix the deficit. He has no intentions of doing any of it. His whole reason to be president in the first part of his presidency, which is the first 4 years, is to overload the system and to establish and to put into place all the czars and the regulations. Now, when you put in regulations, you have to be compliant. So what he's doing is he's setting up the system of regulations and compliance. What he's doing is taking away your God-given rights under the Constitution and replacing them with what? Privileges. He's replacing your rights with privileges. So he talks to his constituents. You deserve this. You should have that. You need that. Those are great little privileges. Those are elements that everybody deserves. And if we can't find the money, well, we're going to go over here to Mike Horn's business and to Fred Dreyer's business. We're going to tax these guys out of business and give you the money. We're going to set you up. So you don't have to do what? You don't have to qualify to get a paycheck.
No, just go down there and try to rob a couple of cars and get the check.
Yeah, so what's interesting is, I'm thinking, how many committed Democrats, all of them, understand what fundamental change means?
Oh, none of them. They're voting for me.
And do they understand the ramifications? If I were a Republican, if I was Mitt Romney, I would challenge my fellow man, my Democrats, and say, I'm going to talk to the Democrats for a minute. I want to know how many of you Americans, first, before you're a Democrat, how many of you Americans understand what fundamental change means, and do you understand the ramifications of it? I'd like to hear people come out and talk about what Obama stands for. and what he means by fundamental change. Now, also on the other side, how many committed GOP politicians understand what fundamental change is now? And of those, what and of those that do, why have you been so silent? Why is not Reince Priebus not pounding this home
yes.
every single day? Why isn't the head of the GOP doing the dirty work, just like Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi are?
Right, doing the heavy work.
Why don't you have the model set up to where all Romney does is talk about America, getting our freedoms back, getting rid of Barack Obama, because Barack is anti-American, he's anti-business, he's anti-individual, he wants to tax everybody, go right at his failed presidency, and allow Reince Priebus and all the other underlings to come out and undermine and attack Barack Obama, such as you want to see the taxes for Mitt Romney? How about showing us your transcripts from Harvard? Where are they? You're the only president in the history of the world that is not showing us those. Why? And see, the interesting thing is that what's really good is that the GOP, just like the DNC, can really go underground and really attack the media. You know, the GOP has the ability to go right at the media and go right at this propaganda machinery. I got to tell you something. All presidents before Barack Obama worked within the system. Barry is the first to ignore it and create a dictatorship. He's bypassing Congress. Just him and the czars. Remember, we had on one of our last shows a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the 31 most dangerous people in this country, the 31 czars that were appointed. It's just him and the czars creating compliance and regulations. That's the spine of his presidency. You know, the press is there to protect him by lying to the people. Media aggrandizing him and his policies. You know, this is such a walk away for the liberals. They've got the best machinery. They've got everything. We're going to talk a little bit more about that certainly when we come back, but in our next segment. But the interesting thing is that you have a business model here that is unfolding like crazy, and the GOP is blind to it.
It's the PM Show Weekend Edition with Fred Dreyer. Try Fry Vineyards, the Mendocino County organic wine with no sulfites added from America's pioneering organic winery. Fry Wine, the first maker of certified biodynamic wines in the United States. At Fry Wines, our emphasis is on producing organic wine of the highest quality while caring for our planet and palate alike. Check out our website at frywine.com and join the Fry Vineyards Wine Club. You'll receive 20% off all orders and much more. Plus, you can check out our internet-only specials. And go to our crntalk.com website or the frywine.com website and check out Chef Piero's Recipe of the Week. Great biodynamic wines from Redwood Valley in Mendocino County, California. Fry Wines. Go to frywine.com. That's FREYWINE. Frywine.com. Check it out and enjoy great wines at your home tonight.
This is Larry Minetti. It's summertime now, folks. So if you want to go out and play golf or go swimming and you're depressed because of skin disorders, well, I've got the answer. It's called Herpanicin. It cleans your skin from the inside out, gets rid of pimples on your back, your neck, and your face, so you can enjoy the outdoors and feel and look like a movie star. This stuff really works.